Hey guys, I'm the Cheese Man, and I'll be your delivery driver today. I'm going to start off by answering some questions that I had in the comments from my last video. It looks like a new YouTuber by the name of Beb Jush, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, buddy, discovered my channel because his wife introduced him to it because he's also a driver. He's a little new from the looks of the questions. And I'm going to answer your questions today. First question is, he wants to know how tips are, whether they're good or whatever here where I deliver at. And Beb, I'm going to tell you, it really just depends. Time of the year, time of the month, day of the week, it all can depend. Like right now, in the summertime, we're getting close to summer, whatever, I don't keep up with the whole seasons thing, but anyway, it's getting hot enough, it may as well be summer if it ain't. So, summertime, especially in a college town, where our business and deliveries really depend a lot on the college down the street, and the fact that people are, kids are out of school, so people are cooking out, whatever. There's people order less pizza during the summer, at least here. Deliveries are slower and tips are lighter, so it definitely takes a big dip. But once college gets back into some season, this coming fall semester, it definitely improves, especially after the first month, when everybody's had a chance to kind of get their shit together, books and housing and whatnot. It does great, especially during midterms and finals. Everybody's trying to cram and just spend as much time studying as possible, so they don't have a whole lot of time to cook or whatever, so they just order a bunch of pizza. And not all college students are great tippers, but there's enough of them out there that it makes a difference. And the next question is, what can I tell new drivers like Beb on how to get more / better tips? Well, Beb, this is gonna seem kind of obvious, probably, I don't know, and you've probably heard it before, but it's honestly, it's what works for me. Always, always, always smile, because it goes a long way. Corny, I know, but it does. Even on the phone, because believe it or not, a lot of people can hear that smile. Because the tone of most people's voices change, even whether they're smiling or not. Even if it's a fake smile. I sound so much more cheerful. I'm smiling. I don't sound as cheerful. I'm not smiling. Always bring the little freebies and stuff with you. If your store lets you bring packets of Parmesan cheese or plates or napkins or cups if there's drinks or whatever, don't let them know you have it, especially if you're in an area where you're not going to get a tip, because sometimes you just got to withhold that stuff for the customers who's actually going to tip. But if they ask for it, or if you feel like you're going to get a good tip, make sure you mention it. Hey, did you need any plates or napkins or so on and so forth? That kind of thing. Just go the extra mile, be polite, and it usually goes a long way for tips. And then his last question, it seems like, how do I handle bad days where people just aren't tipping? And it's just bad delivery after bad delivery after bad delivery. And what I do is I just try to get through it. Maybe the next one will be good, and if after 8 or 10 deliveries, excuse me, after 8 or 10 deliveries, I still haven't gotten many tips, if any at all, I step to the side, I take my hat off, and I just take a minute for myself. Breathe, just take a minute for yourself. Don't look at your phone. Don't think about deliveries. Just take a minute for yourself. And remind yourself that tomorrow is probably going to be better. Because for me, it usually is. Anytime I have a bad day like that, the next day is usually better. Whether I'm at work and I get great tips the next day, or I'm off work the next day, which is great, an off day. So yeah, just try to get through it and hope for the best for tomorrow. So I hope those answers helped. And I want to remind everybody else, you can take a shot at giving some questions to me that I could, answer for you. And I'll do my very best at answering them. I know I usually complain a lot in these videos. It helps me let off steam. Makes me feel better. But today's video is not going to be complaints. I want to talk to y'all about some great customers. Because today I had a great day, customer-wise. Though it was slow, as I mentioned earlier, with it being summertime. I had a lot of customers that called. I would say every 9 out of 10 customers or so, it was like they knew exactly what they wanted. I want this pizza with these toppings and so on and so forth. It was perfect. I want this special. They didn't try to go outside of the special. It was wonderful. Thank you. Anybody who's like that. Anybody who's ever like that, just thank you so much. Makes my job so much easier. I can't thank you enough. I'm so glad that y'all exist. I've had customers that come into the store just as polite, smiles on their faces, no phone to their ear. Just thank you. Because that's how every customer needs to try to be. Because, as I've said in many other videos, those of us behind the counter, believe it or not, we're human, and thank you for treating us like humans. Because that smile on your face, the phone not to your ear, smiling and just being as polite and kind as you can within humanly possible reasonable amounts, knowing what you want to order, just all the things I've mentioned so far, it's great, and I'm glad for customers like y'all. It's a wonderful feeling to say, oh, you want all this, and this? Perfect. We'll have that ready for you in X amount of time, 8 minutes or whatever. But that's it for this video. I just want to remind y'all one more time, if you've got any questions about being a delivery driver, one way or another, it doesn't matter if it's a curiosity or if you're actually getting into the field, you're about to get into the field, you're in the field, whatever. Put them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer them. If I don't get to them before I make my next video, I will be sure to get to them in the video after. I will always respond to your questions. So y'all have a great day, and just don't forget, always tip your delivery driver.